Hello, and welcome to another episode of Loadout. Today, we're going to be taking a step back into the shadows with a new stealth suit inspired outfit I've nicknamed the Phantom. Now, I've had a lot of requests since starting this series for some vague, all-black stealth suit. And truthfully, I've always wanted to try and make a decent outfit out of the Raid Panther helmet. So, seemed like a good moment to hit two birds out with one stone. Now, it does use two store-bought items that, you could substitute out for the non-store-bought items. However, the final product I don't think will look anywhere near as nice. Anyway, for the biomes, I designed it mostly for the urban and skell areas, but at the end of the day, it is just an all-black stealth suit, so take it wherever it's dark. For the themes of the outfit, I went for something sleek, slim, and slender, the triple S. Of course, something low profile, and honestly, something a little cliche. I wanted something that you would see in a Marvel movie. Something badass, yet realistically impractical. Before we move on to the breakdown, I do want to quickly apologise for the god-awful gameplay in the background. I tried to record some sick gameplay. As you can see, I was having a bad day of it. No, nothing was going my way, so I apologise about the gameplay. Anyway, let's break it down. Alright, starting off with the head protection, of course there is none. We're wearing a mask. For the vest, it is the Heels vest once again in all black. This is one of my favourites just because of how small and compact it is. For the gloves, it is the Judge's Gloves Assault. Only reason we've gone for these is they have the red accenting to match the Raid mask. However, if you don't want to use those or you don't have them, anything in black can substitute out. For the pants, it is the first store-bought item, the third echelon pants, and unfortunately, there is no other skin that even comes close to looking as nice in this setup. Especially the fourth echelon pants, they just look ridiculous. If I had to pick, I would consider maybe the Vasilis pants. But outside of that, maybe the heels, but there's really not too much, unfortunately. Moving on to the shoes, I've gone for the UA Infill Ops boots in none or black. The difference is negligible at best. Moving over to the accessories, of course there's no headset, glasses or backpack for obvious reasons. For the shirt, it is our second store-bought item, the spandex shirt in all black. I'm a big fan of this one just because of how much detail it adds to your character's silhouette. These nice little padded sections make it look very, very tactical, but I'm not sure what purpose they serve, honestly. For the mask, it is, of course, the flayed skull panther from the Raid. Now, if you just shit your pants, worry not. Ubisoft is making the cosmetics available to everyone outside of the Raid, but the Raid's good content, just go and do it. Big fan of that one, just because of the netting, and the fact you can kind of see through the opaque netting and see your character's head just a little bit. And with that said, guys, that concludes the Phantom. And if you're only here for the outfits, feel free to click off. However, if you are slightly more interested in myself and the channel itself, I have a few words. First of all, I want to take a quick minute to apologise for the god-awful upload schedule lately. I have been kind of struggling to maintain a good work ethic while also trying to become a functioning member of society once again, whilst trying to also maintain what I believe normies call a social life. Not sure I'm doing either of them particularly well, but yes, that is the reason why there has been not too much progress on the channel itself. Also, I do want to address the Lord of the Rings videos. Despite the fact it appears there doesn't seem to be much interest, I believe this is something that I'm very passionate about, and I am going to continue making these. I do hope that you guys give them more of a chance in the future. I'm aware that you guys, you're here for Breakpoint, so. And my final point, and this is more of a request for you all. If you are watching here and now, chances are you care a bit more about me and the channel, and perhaps you're not here just for the Breakpoint outfits. And if that's the case, I ask you to keep an eye out on the channel. I'm going to be releasing some content for a game that I doubt any of you have ever heard of. I'm not going to spoil it here and now, but it is going to have you going, what the fuck is that? And when that happens, I beg you, please, just click on it. Give the video a go. The game itself is one of the best and most fun games I think I have ever played in my 2.5 decades on this planet. And it is just flying so far under the radar of most people. They're not advertising it anywhere near enough. The game is still in alpha, but it is fairly polished. And honestly, it's a game that I would love to help out. And I know that I'm not exactly on the fucking radar, but still. It would mean a lot to me if you guys just give those videos a shot. You'll know them when you see them. Anyway. With that said, guys, thank you very much for listening, if indeed you still are, and have a great day. Catch you in the next one.